Hey everyone, my name is Brent, and I run a community initiative here in Sarnia, Ontario called Sarnia Green Clean. This year, I made a commitment to clean up my city, the parks, the schools, the sidewalks, and streets for absolutely free, no pay, no shortcuts, just showing up with a litter grabber, a garbage bag, and the mission to make Sarnia a cleaner, safer, and more beautiful place to live. But I also realized something important. This isn't just about picking up trash, this is about education, inspiration, and impact, not just in Sarnia but around the world. So I'm documenting this journey online. I want to show people everywhere, no matter where you live, that you can make a real difference starting in your own backyard. And today, I want to talk about something that often gets overlooked. What is all this garbage doing to wildlife? Because whether it's a plastic cup on the sidewalk or a crushed pop can in the park, that trash just doesn't disappear. It goes somewhere, and unfortunately, a lot of it ends up harming animals right here in our own communities. Let's start off with the most obvious danger, ingestion. Animals don't know what's food and what's trash, especially when it smells like leftovers. They eat wrappers, foam containers, cigarette butts, even pieces of plastic. When they do, it can clog their digestive system, poison their organs, and slowly kill them over time. I know it's hard to picture, but it is real. Birds are some of the most vulnerable. In fact, studies show that over 90% of seabirds have plastic in their stomach. Now I know we're not right on the ocean here in Sarnia, but we're right beside Lake Huron and the St. Clair River. The same trash we see on the street can easily end up in the water. It travels through storm drains and ditches, and it doesn't just vanish, it becomes a threat to fish, turtles, birds, and beyond. I've personally seen ducks here at the local park with plastic wraps around their legs. I've seen squirrels dragging garbage behind them, literally tied up to something we left behind. It's heartbreaking, and it's completely preventable. But it's not just about direct harm. Garbage also destroys natural habitats. When parks, riverbanks, or trails are filled with litter, they stop being a safe space for animals. The soil gets contaminated, food sources become toxic, animals move out, or they don't survive at all. Places like Centennial Park and the Howard Watson Trail should be sanctuaries, but they've slowly become dumping grounds in some areas. And that affects not only the animals, but the people who live and play there too. Another hidden consequence, garbage attracts the wrong kind of attention from wildlife. It brings in scavengers, so raccoons, your rats, your gulls, these animals adapt quickly to urban life, and they often overpopulate. That throws off the whole natural balance. Raccoons eat bird eggs, gulls scare off smaller birds, we end up with ecosystems that are out of sync. Then there's the issue of water pollution. Almost everything we throw on the ground eventually ends up in a waterway. It could be Lake Huron, the St. Clair River, or even just a local pond. Cigarette butts, microplastic, wrappers, containers, they break down into the water where they're eaten by fish and insects. Those toxins don't just stay in the water, they travel up the food chain, affecting the birds, bigger animals, and yes, even humans. This isn't just an environmental issue, a health issue, a community issue, and a global issue. And that brings me to this. Even though I'm doing this work here in Sarnia, this message is just not for Sarnia. Whether you're watching this in Canada, the US, Europe, or anywhere else on Earth, this is a problem that we all share. Trash on the streets affect animals in every single country. It affects the water, it affects the soil, and it affects people. We're all connected by the planet we live on, and we all have a role in protecting it. So what can you do? Start small, start local, but just start. Pick up a piece of trash when you see it, carry a bag and gloves when you go for a walk, secure your garbage bins so wildlife can't get into them, cut those plastic rings before throwing them out, say no to single-use plastics whenever possible, and share what you learn. Talk to people, post about it, spread awareness, and most importantly, take action in your community. You don't need a big crew, you don't need fancy tools, you just need to care enough to start. In 2025, I've made it my mission to clean up Sarnia and to do it for free. Why? Because I love this place. I care about the animals that live here, and because I believe we all have a responsibility to leave the world better than we found it. But I'm not stopping there. I'm using this journey to educate people everywhere, to inspire people like you to take the first step wherever you live. Let's clean up Sarnia, let's clean up your city, let's clean up the world, one piece of trash at a time. If this video made you think, hit like. If it inspired you, subscribe to follow along. And if you believe in this message, share it, because this isn't just my story. It's our planet. Let's protect it together.